And we are back. So I've broken my fast, I can drink water, and I can have coffee whilst playing this amazing game. Huzzah! So let's do it. Should make everything a lot easier. Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. Erebeth is sure that the informant was a tiefling with long horns. Perhaps the golem in Ancient Trees and Wonders can offer more information. Excuse me. Oh. Ancient Trees and Wonders, you say? Something tells me there's going to be some nice food here. What if we do that? Why is it snapping? Yeah, let's do that. That looks good to me. Yeah.
Godspeed.
God be praised. What game is... Skyrim, I think.
Pull me out! Hello?
Voice acting!
Now what is that?
What is what? I literally see nothing, darling. Huh?
Hello? Is anyone there?
We should leave him and see how long it takes.
Please get me out of here! Free at last.
What?
I thought I'd be flattened like a pancake under that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finnian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
You're a Pathfinder?
That's right, Finnian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting mostly. But this last while I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some...
Where is he? Was I meant to... What I meant was, what are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from, is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kellets of the Star-Eye clan fled when the World Wound troubles began. But I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I am best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me Phantom Blades.
What's that?
It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors.
City's under attack by demons.
Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. And then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. If there are demons in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides,
What?
the more the merrier.
Is he a companion? How did you end up in this shop? Who am I talking to?
I've been waiting here so long I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here.
Alright, I'll take you with me. What's the worst that can happen?
I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word.
A fighter. We need a... You now have a unique companion. Finnian the Talking Weapon. You can access him through a special button in your inventory. Click on it to start a dialogue with him or to change his form. He can take the shape of any weapon, and you can then give him to one of the characters in your party. There are no limitations to changing Finnian's form. Finnian will become more powerful as his personal story progresses. Ladies and gentlemen, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This, amazing. Unfrickin' amazing. And I don't use the word frickin' a lot. Wow. So how do I use Finnian? How do I equip this guy? I have no idea. The game just told us. What the hell? Who's this? Lamb, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, I have no idea where Finnian's... Oh, wait! Oh, here we go. I want to talk about you. Do you realise you're a weapon? What kind of... Yes, the clerics keep going on about everything said they've been a weapon of human. I won't speak of myself in fancy words like that. I'm just a lad with 2 arms, 2 legs, and more freckles than I'd like. I chose where to go and whom to fight for. I don't want to be someone's weapon, you hear? Aradin is dead. Now everybody decides their own fate. What? How did you become a Pathfinder? Ever since I was a kid. This is kind of dark if he's like a kid that's been transformed into a weapon. My clan wasn't a nomadic kind. Before the wound opened, the idea of travelling anywhere could never have been crossed. They were content with their community on their patch of land. I wanted to see what lay beyond the bend in the road. My father, he wanted to teach me to be a shaman like him, but as soon as I came of age, I was looking for the Pathfinder Society, and I found it. After 3 weeks of travel on foot, I passed their trials and they accepted me. My father hasn't spoken to me since. That's alright. All I wanted was to rush off some faraway land and find a treasure trove no one else had discovered yet. I knew I had a duty to Sardcorus. Then the wound opened the demons to havoc. In the end, I never went anywhere. But as soon as things calm down, I'm setting off to explore Aslant. I've already decided. Great ancient ruins, that's my kind of life. Do you remember anything from before you ended up in Canabris? I mean, a lot of things happened. I remember how happy everyone was when the wardstone was placed in Canabris. And I remember when the cultists took me, cut down my whole party, and dragged me to their ringleader. Don't know his name. Everyone just called him the Bladesmith. But after that, my memory is all fuzzy. Okay. Okay. So cultists must have taken this guy and turned him into a sword or something. He just knocked me around. Said he'd been looking for a phantom blade for a long time. I don't remember why. How I escaped, what I did, can't remember that either. Some crusader picked me up. Brought to Knebus, and that's where I stayed. Look at my wounds. What you're describing happened decades ago. That's rich. Next you're going to tell me I've been sleeping for decades. Last year that was. Well, maybe the year before last. I couldn't have been wandering the wound that long. I could have been either dead or an old geezer by now. Nah, quit messing with me. Finnian, you need to understand, you're not human anymore. Hey, you feeling alright? Maybe you need to have a lie down. I'm standing right in front of you. Poke me if you like, as human as they come. What do you think my travels have worn me down so much I've become an animal? Not happening. My folks taught me to stay human always, no matter the circumstances. Remember who I am. So in his head, he's probably like a form in front of us. He's still able to commune with spirits? Maybe I can. Only they don't want to answer me. Still a spirit, just a phantom blade, my power's within me. But I have this feeling like I'm separated from the spirit world by some kind of transparent wall. I keep knocking, but no one can hear me, I think. Guess all the Bladesmith's torture did a number on me. He broke something inside. We know about the Pathfinder Society. You talk too much. It's annoying. Your weapon, nothing more. What the hell? How is that not an evil option? Oh, that's so cool. All right. Let's turn him into a dagger for you. I have a feeling you and Finnian will get along just fine. There it is. Finnian the talking weapon. Why is it not equipment? Oh god, I'm such a derp. Yeah, offhand's better, right? 7 to 10. 7 to 10, 1d4 plus 6. Put him in his offhand. That is so cool. Hold iron. The ghost touch weapon deals damage normally against incorporeal. Ghosts have the ability to take. An incorporeal creature's 50% reduction in damage with corporeal source does not apply to attacks. So that's what incorporeal is. Ghosts, spirits, stuff like that. Okay. What is this? Why has this got a little leaf next to it? Who knows, bro? This is so this game, man. I am so intrigued by it. I did not think I would walk in here and find a walking sword. A talking sword. And that's the beauty of these games. We should definitely all walk about for the perception check.
What do we have here?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am a gamer. Okay. A golem's head. Master code word. Hand of Aurori. Correct. Awaiting orders. Where did you come from? Who created you? This golem was created by Gafreen and Son, address 3rd building on the right, Jeweller's Alley, Nerosian, Mendev, Model G504, ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Gafreen. You already know that's the perfect voice for it. Tell me about any suspicious people who come to the shop in the last week. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old. Gnome, male, old. Human, female. He'll be reeling off customers till nightfall. We need to ask it in a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? Tieflings free. Tiefling male. Middle-aged. Tiefling male. Young. Tiefling male. Female. Young. Describe the young male tiefling. Tiefling male. Medium height. Short horns. Curling. Backward. Medium length. Pale. Eye color yellow. Hair color black. Special observations. Annoyed master. Horns. Hair. Tail. That sounds like me. It's not possible. I know that the security is like I didn't come near the place. I gave you my word, Chief. No special observations. The subject was unremarkable. Yeah, see? Can't have been me. Describe the middle-aged female. Male tiefling. Tiefling male, medium height, long horns. Medium length tail. Eye color, pale blue. Skin color, dark. Special observations, red hair. Ooh, that's our traitor. I bet your life on it. My life? Bet your own life on it. Charisma drilled it into our heads that we wasn't going to go hanging about the shop. Red hair. We've got a couple of gingers. And plenty more who get it out of a bottle. So much for a special observation. Golems ain't all they're cracked up to be. Maybe its master knows more. Describe the female tiefling. Tiefling female. Above average height. Hair long, pale. Tail not observed. Long horns. Eye colour blue. Special observation scar on nose. Baldric with gold stitching. I don't know that one. A new arrival most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Where's your master? Philemen Freletrios, my master, is in hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. Prohibited! Prohibited! He's likely holed himself up in the basement when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where is the basement in this place? The basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. I found out everything I wanted to know. Okay, so we've got a golem that just snitched on his own master. Before we do anything.
Let us press on.
Yes, we shall. Ooh, yes, let's go. We got a pet. Huzzah! We got a pet. Knowledge Arcana and +2 insight bonus on perception skill checks. Don't mind if I do. I am the perception guy, right? Am I the perception guy? Well, I want a +2 on it because when I go off, when I do my own stuff. Where's Knowledge Arcana? Wait. Oh, wait. Weapon, pets you need to turn on, don't you? There we go. Never thought I'd say that I need to turn on a pet. But I digress. There it is. Okay. I can't believe we found a frickin' You're our athletics guy, Ernie? I guess you are. Good for you. Oh, look, there's a golem's head.
We march ahead.
Pick the lock.
I hope you appreciate this.
I do, my dear. There's probably a collectible hotkey, but it's fine. Not really that fussed.
Our path
Always
leads
fun
on.
to click stuff. The elderly gnome. Oh yeah, look at the creepy ass fox snake thing. Marauders, bandits, scavengers. Yeah, makes sense. For all of those things and much, much more. Before you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Please calm down. No one's going to rob you. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me that the nightmare is over. No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back! You. Walgif, the dead little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. My name's Philemon Freliatros. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe. Nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. I'm tired of you. Die! Where were you the night of the robbery? Do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The Watch was very keen to get their hands on those tieflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Galarian. So, of course, I did everything they said, and I've been stuck in the basement since then. The golem wouldn't move away from the door, no matter how much I yelled at it. But then I thought that it was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the tieflings that had visited. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the City Guard or the Eagle Watch. Chief, if he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word. I just know how to loosen his tongue. We should have a good intimidate, shouldn't we? Yeah, I thought so. Start talking or else. Alright. Just put that away, I'll tell you everything. I'll ask questions if it's so important. Tell me about Walgif. Walgif Jeffter, right? Yes, I've known him for a long time, but I'd rather not known him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating this place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss. I'd chase him out, but he'd just slink back in again. If he was with the gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet anything he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it return too, you get me? I don't know the idea of other people's grubby mitts on it. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. A red-haired tiefling, I suppose, yes, there was one who came in. Spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes. But he asked me to show him an Asimar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected something was off. I checked everything after he'd left, but nothing was missing, and I put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing. That's all I have. That's it. With that description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief. Back to Sister Charisme. We go to have a good long shifty at all my brothers and put all these clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't going to wriggle out of this one. Tell me about the tiefling woman. A tiefling woman? Ah, yes, I remember now. A noble lady, unlike the tiefling ruffians you have around here. She purchased magical equipment for a crusade and she promised to come back. If only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Alright. That is enough to help you catch the feast, and I don't know what else to tell you. Now be on your way and leave me in peace with my wreck of a shop. Bro, we just helped you. We just saved your ass.
I will guide us.
He was stuck in here without... He was going to be stuck in here. Because of the golem. I just pressed 5 instead of F5. I just want everyone to know that. I know you guys have done it as well. Alright, back we go. Oh my god. That was close. My water bottle wasn't tight. It could have gone horribly wrong. Okay, these are going to be tough. I'm starting to see a theme here. Cultist. 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 Okay. God, they're all holding Giga Chad weapons. Alright. Okay, we'll get Camellia and... Oh god, Land. Land's fine, he can shoot. We're gonna get Ernie down here alongside Camellia, who can, I guess, tank a little bit.
I'll cut you wide open.
Nice. Damn! 1d8 plus 8. So he rolled a 10. And he got an 8, and he got 18. So if he rolls a 20, well, if he rolls an 18, man, he can do some good damage. Ernie can hit like a truck. Okay. You go there, my dear.
Into the fray.
We should be good. These cultists shouldn't be too much of a problem. You help her.
Do not hold back.
Bro! Fiendish resistance. Bastards.
Strike as one.
Yep, cold, electricity, and fire. Ah, these tieflings, man. But he's human, that's fine. He doesn't have that. Okay. That's a tiefling thing. I should have checked. That's my fault. My fault. Since one person's fighting him, does that mean you get... Let's see if you get...
Cover me, all right?
Does this count as flanking, or do 2 people... Yes, it does. There we go. We got our answer. So flanking, which is sneak damage, I believe, is when one person's fighting someone, then you show up and fight as well. Okay.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Well played, guys. Holy crap. I'm just going to check if I am on core mode. Obviously I'm on custom core mode, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, number of enemies increased. 1.0. Yeah. Now, obviously the difficulty of core mode is it's going to be much more harder if, you know, enemies don't rise, because you have to save scum almost every fight. Man, maybe I don't want this pet. This thing's horrible. We're going to take everything we can. We are skin. Let's go, guys. such a cool character. Here we go. Okay, we've got 2 redheads. But they both have long horns, but he's wearing green. It's him. Wait, is it him? Yes, it... Oh, no, it's him. But he's not got red hair. It could be a trick, though. Okay, take a good look at the suspect. Tense and ready to reach for their weapons. Maybe we should take their weapons off? The only redheads are Melrune and Doffy. The dark-skinned tieflings are Varnir, Dofi, and Melrune. Dofi, Melrune, and Tavi have straight horns. Tavi is female. Only Varnir and Melrune have green cloaks. Right. It would really help if I could turn on tab mode right now so I could see their names. I'm ready to give a name. Well, go on, tell her. Wait! Wait, can I get out? I need a little more time. There we go. Varnir. I think it's going to be him. It can't be Melrune because they said it's a guy with the long horns. But this guy's not a redhead. So it's between Varnir and Melrune, 100%. What the hell's this? Varnir, Melrune. Okay. The only redheads are Melrune and Doffy. Varnir. Doffy. Melrune. Doffy, Melrune, and Tavi have straight horns, but Tavi's female. Only Varnir and Melrune have green cloaks. So, redhead, Melrune, check. Dark-skinned, Melrune, check. Did they say long straight horns? Okay, so it's got to be Melrune. I must have got it wrong then. I'm ready to give a name. I thought they said he had really long horns. I have a feeling it's him. And I'm going to mess up. We'll save scum it either way. The traitor's Melrune. Oh, it is her. It is him. Grab him, take him away for questioning. 30 minutes has passed. He confessed someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss, and the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Irabeth so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and he'd slink off to meet with his customer. You've got the moon of the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. He said when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. Oh, I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. Can I join the family? What are you going to do now? Clear out of this place sooner the better. The city's dying. I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died if not for the people who stood up to defend it with weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. We've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you now? Damn. Can't blame her. Can I join the family? bursts out laughing. That's all you want? You can have your pick of the non-tiefling gangs. You've no need to tread on our territory. The families are tieflings only. What are you going to do to the traitor? He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm. Think about what he did. Have to go. Good decision. I don't plan to hang around long either. Sister. You forgot something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised to apologize to me loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? Ah, that. So sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you. This time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk one time, that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Waldjif. That was the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. Yes. Resume's eyes harder, but then she sighs. Alright, fine, I'm sorry, Waldjif. Let's part on good terms. And now apologize to me as well. When you falsely accuse my ally, you accuse me too. We call that pushing it. Oh, I rolled a 2. Don't push it. Good luck to the both of you. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I could save Scummit, but that's fine. It's actually hilarious. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief, when you've got a spare minute, come see me. I'm something I want to discuss with you, but for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when a building above is ready to crash down on our heads. Talk to Waldjif?
Something wrong.
I guess talk to him when we're at the pub. All right. Do we do that very quickly? Do we just get his story out of the way? That's such a badass picture. No, we don't. We'll be back. We'll be back here eventually. What? Why can't I? Bro, why can't we explore? I'm so confused. Why can't we like go up and left and stuff? Nothing saying Defender's Heart. Why is the game telling me to go all the way round? Oh, that's a giant wall. Alright, we actually are going to Defender's Heart then. Okay. We need to rest anyway. We'll rest. Some people need to learn their get spells back and stuff. We're just never leaving this pub, are we? Alright, let's go talk to the cheeky bastard. Rest, and then off we go. Actually, it wouldn't be smart to rest now. We'll rest after we travel to wherever we're going. What are you doing? Who cares about Ernie? Ooh. Oh, never mind. Okay. There's so much I'd like to try and sell, but I just don't know. Screw it. I'm selling all this cold iron shit. If it's not blue like this, then we're selling it. Ingredients. Gotta be careful with this stuff. I think we can just sell this shit. I'm selling it. It's not saying recipes for food. We'll take it. We need the money. Alright, where's Waldjif? Where's his spot? Oh, I missed that. There he is. Alright, bud. Let's get your lore.
Psst, look, Chief. I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
He makes a subtle gesture and an amulet on a chain appears in his hand. A silver amulet in the shape of a moon. This bastard. So you did betray the tieflings.
Oof. That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Did you really have that amulet this whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
Why is this item so important?
Do you really not remember it? Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin.
You've been searched by guards. How did you manage to hide that? Oh, I don't want the answer to this. I do not want the answer to that. Yes, I do. How did you manage to hide the amulet?
Thieves have their ways.
Ugh! Why don't you give that amulet to Charisma right away?
What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Erebeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the thieflings. And they never appreciated me anyway.
Why did you steal the Moon of the Abyss? You wouldn't have been able to sell an item so rare anyway.
Why, he asks? It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up.
You forget that these are demon people. Like, it's crazy.
But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisma had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
I'm lawful good, right? Chaotic lawful. Something like that. You deceive the people you consider friends. That's not the way to treat your friends. Do the right thing. Atone for your crimes by serving the crusade.
If I serve anybody, it should be you. And only because I owe you. I don't care if the whole of Canabras drops into the abyss. I don't trust all these crusaders or Galfrey. They just take people's money to spend on crusades, but what's the point? If anyone calls me a crusader, I'll spit in their face, just so you know. Even if it's you, Chief.
You spit in my face, man, I'll slaughter you. Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief. I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family. And we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables.
Go on.
So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
What? Alright, we'll save that for last. I want to know more about you. How much is more? Are your family tieflings too? It's an interesting story actually, but I don't tell it just to anyone. My father and mother had a bakery. Their life was great, but the gods never blessed them with any children. One day my mother went to the river to wash some clothes and saw a basket floating downstream. Inside the basket was a baby, adorable and chubby and fast asleep. It was yours truly. In my hand was a note spritzed with expensive perfume that said, "Take care of my little angel." My mother brought me home, and she and my father realized right away that I was heaven sent. They raised me as their own. When I turned 15, my mother showed me my baby blanket. It was embroidered with a coat of arms of an unknown kingdom. All in gold thread. Ever since then I've been looking for my real parents. But it's not easy. Traveling takes money. If you have a few gold coins, I'll pay you back as soon as I find my real family. I'll give you my word. That's pretty cool. So how the hell did he know his grandma? This isn't going to help, but I want to do it and I'm curious what he's going to say. I hope you find your real family. Here you go. Thanks a lot, Chief. May Omade or whoever you worship safe. Otherwise you'll be done for. You believe anything you hear. If I was really a prince, I wouldn't be sitting around here. I can tell you that much. I'd have already gone to take what was rightfully mine and then come back with an army. I could watch the guards and merchants who push me around on my life bound straight before me. That's not going to happen. Want to hear the real story? It's boring. My family's human. Both my mother and my father. They used to live in a village nearby. I forget the name. When my ma had me, my old man got so mad he almost killed her. Pinned her to the wall and started asking questions like why his son had horns in his hair. Well, my ma told him that her mother, my grandma, used to fool around with a demon. When he heard this, Daddy Dearest got drunk, crashed the house, and then took off. I don't remember any of this, of course. My grandma told me. I was about 3 years old when my mother brought me to Canibus and left me with my grandma. She said to her, "You and your demon have ruined my life. Now you handle him." Then she left. I haven't seen her or my da since. She did leave a blanket though, that part was true. But my grandma burned it because it was infested with lice. It wasn't even good enough to use as a rag. You think after all that my grandmother saw the light, felt rightly ashamed and kissed my horns? I wish. People used to give her trouble for fooling around with a demon. She wasn't welcome anywhere, so she got angry. Normal kids get bedtime stories, see, but the only tales I got told were how my dad was worthless, my ma was a slut, and I was demon spawn that no one cared about. She only kept me so I could help around the house and steal things she needed. Tell me the real story of your family. How did you become a thiefling? I already was a tiefling, and life made me a thief. I've been in the business since I was a kid. My grandma used to say, if you don't work, you don't eat. And she gave me as an apprentice to Yiga, tiefling neighbour of ours. He was a cunning old geezer. He knew how to take a purse or somebody's belt, had to cut open bags undetected, even do some magic. I used to climb through basement windows and open doors from the inside while I was still small enough. And when I grew and stopped fitting through the windows, I decided I was done with my education. I repaid my grandma for everything she'd done for me, which was absolutely nothing. Why would I feed her if she wasn't bringing me any money? If you don't work, you don't eat. So I took off. I got bored of my teacher too. When I as much as hinted at leaving, he said I owed him for my education, so I just nodded, and then I joined the Owlbears gang that ran our district and told them that Yiga was working their territory. I don't know what happened to him, but I stayed with the Owlbears. What the hell? This guy's kind of a dick at the same time. Then their leader started giving me the cold shoulder. I did steal from him, but never that much. So I had to rat them out the guards, then I joined the Golden Hands. That's a good time, rich pickings. I would have stayed with the Golden Hands, but the Northmen promised me a bigger cut if I told them where the Golden Hands kept their loot. Damn. So this guy's a sellout. I'm no fool, of course, so I told them after that I only had one option, to join the Northmen, and then the family came at first. No one took them seriously, calling them thieflings and all that. But I felt it right away. They had power behind them, and they had more money. I'm always on the winner's side, Chief. That's why I joined the thieflings. And right on time, some thugs came from the capital and made the Northmen leave. Once they survived, they're in the family now too. Tell me about the thieflings. tell you a little. And deviant thieves, the gang was started in Mendev. They're also called the family. You know why? Because us tieflings are easy to spot. Wherever we go, guards always hassle us. Asking, are you lost or some at Hornhead? We usually say we're visiting family. And if they say, oh yeah, who? You give them the name of a local tiefling who confirms everything. Even if he's never seen you before in his life. That's why we're all brothers and sisters. There are rules. Who does that? Who gets what cut? I wouldn't say it's a lot, but they make it worth your while. They'll even heal you if you take an arrow. But the biggest no-no is this. You don't steal from the family. Don't contribute to the shared pot. You'll get the cold shoulder. You won't be treated like family no more. And then everyone will hear that you went to visit some relatives who have a farm someplace. My best guess, the farm is in some underground well beneath Canibris, where they breed grave worms. Oh, that's what she meant. Sister Charisma, our boss, looked the other way more often. I'd really be able to spread my wings. Stealing from someone you call a sister. That's low. Birds fly low before a storm. I'm just surviving as best I can. Imagine the situation, Chief. You're 7 years old. You come home with your own grandma. Your family's lying there drunk and there's no food. I get it, bro. I get it. But, like, come on, man. You're not that guy no more. You're not the 7-year-old who doesn't have no food. As you know that she has a stash in the third floorboard. Take this money so you don't starve. And then when she wakes up, she beats you because you shouldn't have taken it. You have stolen some food. You're a waste of space. That's something you never understand, Chief. You only care about moral choices. You always know what's right and what's wrong. Brother, sister, grandma, mother. In real life, they're just words. Ah, man. Ah, man. I don't agree. What do you think of Canibris? Okay. Just talking about Inabris and everyone else. But that Charisma lady's really, really powerful. You have demon blood in you. Do you feel drawn to the abyss? Why? Are you an inquisitor or something? What's it to you? If I've wronged you somehow, just come out and say it. Don't ask me trick questions. I know how it happens. I used to know a fella who was married to the sister of a guard. Some shady types got him drunk one night and started asking him suspicious questions about the gods, about the queen. So he wakes up hungover with a headache. Someone's mumbling something. It smells like smoke and his feet are kind of hot. He looks down, there's a fire under him. And the prelate is reading out his sentence. Your shadows look strange. What kind of magic is that? Ladies and gentlemen, roll up, no dark magic, no fraud. A trick without any deception. He snaps his fingers and blue flame engulfs him. The shadow that was previously lying calmly at his feet grows. Floating in the air behind him is the shadow of a huge horned winged demon with claws. Shadow! That is badass. It doesn't do anything, it just looks scary. I remember when I was little, an old beggar showed me and my friends how to make shadow puppets. You put your fingers together in front of a light, and it makes a shadow of a deer or a dog or a dove on the wall. I tried so hard I wanted to make the best shadow, and I did, it just happened. Funnily enough, that's the last time I had any real friends. They tried to stone me later. A tiefling is always a demon for these wimps. Even the lowest ranked drunken gnome thinks he's better than me, just because he hasn't got horns or a tail. The poorest beggar and the filthiest gutter thinks he's better than me. Most people would never show their shadow again after that first time, but I don't care. I do like how he embraces his tiefling side. I don't like it. Demon magic is nothing to be proud of. Why am I bloody... Why did I do lawful? Looks formidable. I like it. What about the blue fire? That's my favourite part, and it doesn't burn at all. If I had a coin for every time I've caught a beating for my little show here, I'd already be proposing to Galfrey. But still, I don't want to give up something so beautiful. Are you really staying in the party or just waiting for a chance to run off? If I could, there are demons and dangers around every corner. Don't worry, Chief. I'll work off my debt, honestly. I won't stab you in the back or go on the run with your money. If you buy my wares, I won't have to leave at all. Alright, show me what you can get. Look, Chief. The thieflings have all the best things. Oh my god, he's actually a freaking merchant. Poisonous dart? Why would anyone use darts over like a bow and arrow? You know what I mean? Look how little damage that does. Oh, it's strength. Well, you'd use a composite, wouldn't you? Monster Hunter. We need a dwarf on our side, man. Cold Iron Estic. Positive energy damage. Okay. The Gnome Hooked Hammer of Discipline. Okay. Quarterstaff of Slip. The Monk Weapon. And a Star Knife. See, again, these are really cool, but why would anyone use these? I'm sure you guys will let me know. Like, throwing these is badass, but why? Someone needs to do a ninja build and let me know. Okay, what armor do you have? Okay, rings. Wait, you have... You don't have good stuff. I will buy the Ray of Sickening, because I'm curious about it. Or Wand of Grief. 10 charges? Oh, it's not the attack one. I thought it was the attack one. The Ray of something else. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, not really the best stuff, lad. Really not the best stuff. That's fine. You tried. Alright. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all the characters that we have so far, fully voice acted by yours truly. And a ton of amazing lore. I'm sure some people skip because they just want to get to the combat and story and stuff. I understand that. But to the people that didn't, I hope you enjoy it when I like to learn about the lore and voice acting and stuff like that. Alright, it's finally time to go down here. Market Square, here we come. We're going to travel there and then we rest, I believe. No. Can we rest in the open world? Yes, we can.